left to right across your computer screen, television screen, tablet, phone, or other internet-enabled device. Corey Cotton takes the tip for UTRGV. Isaiah Gaines for Southeastern. It's tipped to Jalen Washington of the Vaqueros, and we are underway. Washington feeds Cotton. Here's McGee. For Brankovic. McGee for three. Got it. And Marvin McGee picks up right where he left off. The Vaqueros strike first.
That's what you want right now for UTRGV. Spread that floor early, and when McGee gets hot, he can light the floor.
Gaines has it at the top. Bouncing in Elise. The fall away. Bounces, doesn't go. Gaines gets the rebound. He gets tied up. The Lions retain. Three ball Edison doesn't go in. Offensive rebound Gaines. He gets fouled by Cotton trying to go back up with it.
Well, and Gaines making his presence known on the offensive glass right now for the Lions. He's involved in both of those scrums. Second time's the charm as he gets the rebound and draws the foul.
So Gaines heads to the line. He's a 61% shooter. Connects on the first. Second shot is short. McGee gets tied up with it. Jump ball, possession arrow favors the Vaqueros.
Well, so far, no easy rebounds to be found. These two teams are hungry. And look at that. You end up with 4 players on the floor trying to pick up that loose ball.
Washington gets trapped in the corner, finds Cotton. Full court press on for Southeastern. Washington gets fouled. And UTRGV retains, and an opportunity to look at our keys to the game.
Start with the visiting Lions of Southeastern. And they have really got to focus on the opportunity to turn UTRGV over and speed this game up. UTRGV really excels when they can get set in their offense and find shooters. A hit and run will favor Southeastern.
Gomez misses the three. Get a foul on Washington after Miles gets the rebound.
And the key for UTRGV is going to be about getting on that defensive glass. We've already seen that here. Southeastern, and specifically Elise, are attacking that rim. No easy rebounds to be had. UTRGV, if they can keep these Lions off the offensive glass, an area where the Lions do excel, that will go a long way toward keeping them in a controlling position.
There's Pickett. Finds Gaines. Out to Edison for three. Rolls off the rim. Rebound Gomez. Brankovic. Hand off for Cotton. Comes inside. Layup is good.
That's where Corey Cotton's at his best. When you put the ball in his hands and give him the opportunity to get to the rim, he will take it. And that ability to finish with just a little bit of contact shows his tenacity.
Pickett. Throws it underneath. And this is coming the other way as it went out. More pressure from the Lions. Cotton gets it across. Handoff for Washington. Brankovic. Looking in for Washington, kicks it out. McGee waits for it, misses the three. Gomez gets the offensive board. Brankovic is open, and he connects. 7-1 Vaqueros.
Look at the guards getting on the glass for UTRGV, and an excellent kick out to Brankovic. Vaqueros in control early.
And then Cotton gets the steal. 1-on-1 to the basket. He lays it in. It's 9-1. Edison. The jumper off the back iron. Rebound Washington. Kicks it out. Now to Gomez. Left wing three. Yes! 12-1 Vaqueros. Timeout Southeastern. We'll take it with them. 16:04 to play in the first. This is Southland basketball on ESPN Plus. Welcome back out to the UTRGV Fieldhouse. Alongside Brian Smith and Jonah Goldberg. UTRGV out to a 12-1 lead over Southeastern. Now let's welcome in the third member of our broadcast crew, Jada Real.
Thanks, guys. Saturday was a big win for UTRGV as they took down the #1 ranked McNeese. And for the first time in a few weeks, head coach Cahill Fennell was able to crack a smile during that post-game conference meeting. And he said he was very proud of his team's performance, their collective effort to make shots when it mattered the most. Guys, they shot 56% from the field and 48% from three-point range. And they also shared the heck out of the ball, 20 assists for 26 field goals made. Guys, that win was the top-ranked win in all of program history. So they're coming in today with lots of momentum, but Coach Fennell made sure to say, hey, the Lions are looking for a win too, even though they're ranked 12th in the conference right now in terms of offense, and they've only won one road game this season. They're hungry, and right now they're going to try and get into this game, but Coach said most importantly, this game is about mental toughness, guys.
Thanks, Jada. Certainly a big win for UTRGV. This is a program, of course, in its history that has won a national championship and also defeated an Indiana team that went on to win a national championship. Jumper doesn't go for Booker, the former Vaquero. Back we go the other way. Washington finds Cotton, right wing three, doesn't go in. Booker's got the rebound. Booker played at UTRGV for a season 2 years ago. It was his redshirt freshman year. So now he's a redshirt junior, fourth-year junior effectively at Southeastern, and that is good. And the foul from Miles. He's got a chance for a 4-point play.
Corey Cotton just overextends when trying to challenge on this three. We've seen that before this season. He gets a little too long in trying to challenge. It's one thing to come by the offensive play. It's another thing when you reach back across and end up hitting that hand after the ball's been released.
Kind of gets the rebound on the missed free throw. He looks for the home run pass, but it's picked off by Miles. Back we go the other way. Hamshemeyer, pass for the wing. Lawrence, got the Hamshemeyer. Fall away, doesn't go in. Rebound by McGee.
We'll get an offensive foul here on Corey Cotton. Coach Fennell less than pleased with that call. That's the second foul on Cotton in under about 45 seconds of play, so he'll get a breather. Dylan Ricks in. Additionally, Julian Gomez will get a breather. Zay Blake in.
Booker. Hamschemeyer back to Booker. From the corner, 3-ball is good for Miles.
That's a 6-0 run for the Lions now to pull within 5.
Washington for McGee. Deep 3, too strong. Rick's trying to save it out of bounds. And it's Southeastern basketball. A team is in for the Lions. Gaines is out. Booker gets airborne and finds Hamschemeyer, who puts it up, no, and rebound by McGee. Washington coming inside, he gets fouled.
I'll go on Lawrence, his first, second on the Lions. And Washington's going to get a breather. Always right coming in now for UTRGV. You see right there as Lawrence reaches in to pluck that one away from Washington.
Right, goes to Ricks, gets his man in the air. Right on the wing, open 3 is off the mark. A rebound by McGee, who comes out to the corner for 3 and misses. Ball comes loose. Agua dives for it. And they'll stay with the Vaqueros. You know, it's interesting with Booker and Hamschemeyer out there right now. The two of them have started one of them have started every game at point guard. This is the first game that neither of them was the starting point guard. Kyle Edison made his first start of the season today. The Lions trying something different. Found themselves in the early hole, brought both of them in.
And Booker's going to pick up the foul here, his first, third on the Lions.
Agua. There's Ricks. He gets fouled. That's on Miles. His second.
Fouls equal 4 on each side, and a starter for each now with 2 fouls. Miles with 2, Cotton with 2 for UTRGV. It's just that little bit of reach in there. It's not bad defense, just wrong place, right time with that hand.
Blake from the corner misses the 3. Into the hands of Booker. Up to Hamschemeyer. Coming straight to the hoop. He lays it in. It's a 1-possession game.
Well, timeout by Coach Kiefer looks really promising right now. The Lions are on an 8-0 run and back to within a basket.
Agua for Ricks. 10 on the shot clock. There's Blake. Out to Ricks. Has space for 3. Off the mark. Booker. And Shoemaker. Hamschemeyer. Fall away is good. It's a 1-point game. 10 straight points by the Lions. UTRGV hasn't scored in about 4.5 minutes. Right. Bounce for Blake. To the corner, McGee for 3. Got it.
UTRGV needed that. They had missed each of their last 4 3-pointers. Finally got that one to fall, and that's a big one to push it back out to 2 possessions.
Lawrence for 3. Rims out. Rebound Agua. Blake with the no-look. McGee from the corner again. Suns off the back iron. Agua gets the offensive board. Second chance for Wright. Give it to Agua. Shot clock at 12. Wright's got 9. Blake, open look at 3. Off the rim. Rebound McGee. Third chance.
That's the 5th rebound for Marvin McGee. He's only a guard, but he is getting those long rebound opportunities.
Blake goes to Ricks for 3. In and out. And this time the rebound pulled in by a team. Booker. Shot blocked by Ricks. Into the hands of Wright. Coming straight to the hoop. Misses, but he got fouled as we hit a timeout. 9:58 to play. 15-11 Vaqueros. This is Southland basketball on ESPN Plus.
And what do you see?
Destiny, Doctor.
Or envision your destiny as a destination from McAllen International Airport. You can't spell destination without destiny.
But destination doesn't have a Y.
Not a Y, but a when. Flying nonstop from McAllen to Las Vegas and more. And I see convenient ticketless parking and a VIP lounge in your future with all the amenities.
McAllen International Airport. How'd you know?
Try thinking above, beyond.
Routines keep you grounded. Fork to Fit keeps you on track. Whether it's your fitness goals or your daily grind, we make staying consistent easy. Healthy meals, refreshing drinks, simple choices that fit your life. Stay focused, stay strong, and keep moving. Fork to Fit on the move, fueling your routine every day. Multiple locations valley-wide. Visit a store today.
UT Health RGV is dedicated to transforming healthcare in our community. Our board-certified doctors provide specialized, top-level care that's new to the Rio Grande Valley. We're embracing cutting-edge technology and advancing medical research for a healthier South Texas. And at our UTRGV School of Medicine, we're empowering the next generation of physicians you can trust. For the personalized care you need, choose UT Health RGV.
Meet our coaches, beginning with David Kiefer of Southeastern Louisiana. He's in his 7th season, fastest coach in program history to 50 wins. Spent 4 seasons as an assistant at that same program, and in fact led this team to the postseason in 21-22. They took part in the Basketball Classic postseason tournament. On the other side, it's Cahill Fennell for UTRGV. Now in his 2nd season, he's done some phenomenal things in his time at UTRGV, including 16 wins last season, 7 Southland Conference wins. Spent some time at Louisville with a 17-47 record. Also had stops at BYU and my alma mater, UT Permian Basin.
Any excuse he gets. Brankovic has the basketball for UTRGV. Gomez. Brankovic from deep. Doesn't go in. Rebound by Forrest. Booker, or Washington rather, coming down. Gets it underneath to Ricks, who gets fouled.
That is all hustle by Jalen Washington to make that happen. That's a hustle steal. That's a hustle through contact to not lose the ball. A fantastic pass to Jalen Ricks in traffic. Jalen Washington just checking off boxes right now. That's what you want in your point guard. He is gritty.
Ricks 5 for 7 from the line this season. Makes the first. And the second. So UTRGV's lead is 2 possessions. After that 10-0 run by Southeastern, it's been 2.5 minutes since they've scored. Gaines takes care of that.
That's the first basket for Gaines. He did have 1 point that came at the line. The Lions would love to see him get going offensively.
Washington. 9 on the shot clock. Breakovic has 5. Puts it up with the right hand, doesn't go. Rebound ends up in the hands of Gaines. Elise for Edison. Forrest. Lawrence from deep. 1 point game.
That is a big time play from Lawrence there, weaving through some defenders, hand in his face. And he hits that one ice cold.
Washington gets knocked down. And we hit immediate timeout. 7:43 to play. 17-16 Vaqueros. This is Southland basketball on ESPN Plus. Back at the UTRGV Fieldhouse, alongside the vested one, Brian Smith. I'm Jonah Goldberg. 7:43 to play in the first. UTRGV's lead is 1 at 17-16. Jalen Washington hits the line for a 1-and-1. He hits the first. He'll get a second. Washington now 20 for 24 from the line this season. Misses a second. 2-point game. Lions get tied or take the lead with a basket here. The Vaqueros have led wire to wire. Jumped out to a 12-1 lead. Lions have came back after that. Got within 12-11. Vaqueros hit the next 2 baskets. Now the Lions have a couple of baskets. Free throw. One on the shot clock. Gotta let it go. It's off the rim.
Foul on the floor. That's going to go on Jalen Ricks. It'll be his first, just the 5th on UTRGV as he wraps up the arms of Elise as he's trying to get that rebound.
Right wing 3 doesn't fall for Lawrence. Washington, left elbow leaner is good. Forrest for Lawrence, back to Forrest. Gaines sends it in for Forrest, who gets fouled. Free throw's coming.
I'll go on Julian Gomez. It'll be his second. Sixth on UTRGV.
At the line, number 2, Jalen Forrest.
Forrest misses the first.
Now checking in for your Vaqueros, number 2, Demaris.
Blake and Gomez will come out for UTRGV. Winters and McGee back in.
Julian Gomez.
First appearance of the evening for Winters.
Forrest entered the game an 81% shooter. One more coming. Connects there. One possession game. Washington finds Winters. It's McGee. Winters. Agua. Washington. Turn around, throw it up. No. Ball underneath, and the dunk by Gaines.
The Lions not going away after that huge run by UTRGV to take the early 12-1 lead. Lions fought back, and then they have stayed within a basket or two, not allowing UTRGV to take a secondary run, try to stretch this lead out.
Agua for Winters. 5 on the shot clock. 3, 2. Winters lets it go. Swish! Hampshire. Elise back to Hampshire. There's Forrest. Lob in for Elise. Throws it up with the left hand and in.
See the Lions sticking to that press. They really want to put some pressure on UTRGV, especially on the inbound. They've consistently tried to trap Washington. He's done such a nice job of splitting defenders and getting passes off to break that press.
Winters for 3. Doesn't go. Gains the rebound. Here comes Forrest. Elise underneath. Gets fouled. He's got free throws coming.
Going to go on Winters. It'll be his first, 7th on UTRGV. Fouls are leveled off at 7 apiece now.
At the line for the Lions, number 0, Jeremy
Elise, a 69% free throw shooter. And he ties the game.
Now checking in number 10, Jaden Lawrence. Number 2, Jaden Forrest.
Lawrence back in now. Forrest will get a breather for the Lions.
So it's the first tie of the game. Elise looking to give the Lions their first lead. And he does.
Now checking in number 6, 810 for number 23, Gaines.
Here come the Vaqueros. They're 3 for their last 16 from the field. Ricks, that's after opening 5 for 7. Winters for 3. Misses at the buzzer. Rebound by Lawrence. Hamschemeyer. This is a Lawrence. Comes inside, throws it up at the rim and in. And then gets teed up.
Yeah, Lawrence had some words to say for a couple of vaqueros after he makes that basket. Fortunately, there's an official right there. You just can't do that. You can't get in the face of an opponent.
Well, we hit our timeout. 3:19 to play as you take another look. 25-22 Lions. And this is Southland Basketball on ESPN+.
Credit Union One Free Checking has everything you need to bank on the go. Make deposits and more with our highly rated mobile app. And get your direct deposit up to 2 days sooner with CU1 Early Pay. Open your account in minutes at creditunionone.org.
In my Louisiana, sunrise means fresh seafood on the table.
In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic, from sun up to sundown.
Till sun up again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
Credit Union One offers everything you need to get the most out of your accounts every day. With digital banking, you can pay bills online, set up personalized budgeting tools, easily transfer money between accounts, and more. Plus, you can get paid up to 2 days sooner when you set up direct deposit. Get started at cu1.com.
Back at the UTRGV Fieldhouse, where Southeastern has taken a 25-22 lead over UTRGV. Part of the success of Southeastern, Jeremy Elize, and with more on him, here's Jada Real.
Thanks, guys. As a freshman, Lion Jeremy Elize was averaging 28 minutes and 10 points a game, hence why he was named the Southland Conference Freshman of the Year. And Jeremy could have gone to any power school he wanted with those stats and with that accolade, and he said he still had a lot of unfinished business with Southeastern. He said he still wanted to develop and work on his skills, but also, guys, he loved his relationship with Coach Kiefer and the coaching staff. So he took that time during the offseason to really prioritize his work. So he worked on his shooting and also, guys, his motor. He said he wanted to prioritize getting fueled on the court quickly and also outbeating anybody in front of him, one-on-one matchups. And also, guys, adding 10 pounds of muscle. So getting stronger, more determined to get faster and outwork anybody he comes up against. So for Jeremy, year 2 means it's go time, guys.
Thanks, Jada. Marvin McGee is taking the technical free throws right now. He hit the first one more coming. Gets them both. Makes it a 1-point game. It's also UTRGV basketball. See what led to that technical. It was Lawrence seeing that layup before the break and then started running his mouth. He got teed up pretty quickly. And he knew.
Yeah, hard to argue when you have an official standing right there.
Well, Vaqueros can take the lead back with a basket. Washington. Brankovic. McGee. Washington lobs it in, and that ball ends up in the hands of Christensen, who misses the 3 at the buzzer. And then there's a foul on Forrest on the rebound.
That's the 9th foul on the Lions, so we'll get some free throws. That was the first on Forrest.
McGee gets the first.
You get a look at Force there, just hugging McGee as McGee's trying to pick up that rebound. No argument from him.
Now UTRGV takes the lead, 26-25. There's the alley-oop from Forrest to Pickett.
That is a fantastic pass. Vaqueros just lost Pickett in traffic. He attacks the rim and placed beautifully to flush that one down.
Washington. Bounce for Brankovic. Back to Washington. Underhand, nope. Here comes Southeastern.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Hampshire. Pass out to the wing. There's Forrest for three. Doesn't go. The rebound McGee.
That's McGee's 7th rebound of the first half.
Hit 5 in the first 10 minutes. Christensen. There's Gomez. Back to Christensen for Brankovic down low. Out to the corner. They leave McGee open. He shoots the three, and it's good. UTRGV back on top.
McGee, the only Vaquero with multiple three-pointers. That's his third. He's now 3 for 7 from long range. And that is a game-high 13 by a mile.
Got a big game downtown on Saturday as well. As Forrest comes in and it's the layup and ties the game at 29 with a minute left in the half. Washington dribbling it out. Give it to Brankovic. The fall away is good. UTRGV takes the lead. Final 30 seconds of the half. Elize. Forrest. Hampshire. Fall away, doesn't go. Rebound Gomez.
We'll get a foul on Elize there. Challenging for the rebound, ends up bumping. I believe it was Julian Gomez that he bumps. Giving it a look right here.
Well, that's 10 fouls on Southeastern. So that's 2 free throws for Dane Christensen. First shot doesn't go. Christensen now 7 for 14 from the line this season. This is Christensen's first appearance since December 31st. He missed some time. UTRGV happy to have him back in the rotation. 5 seconds left in the half. Second shot doesn't go either. Southeastern get tied or take the lead here. 2 seconds, one gains, misses. And at the end of 20 minutes of play, UTRGV has a 31-29 lead over Southeastern. Jader Ale is setting up on the court with Vaqueros head coach Cale Finelli. If you even that up, then UTRGV is up big. As is up 2. Southeastern basketball to start the half and a chance to tie it or take the lead. Hampshire starting the second half. You already see Southeastern trying something a little different than they did to start the game. Elize misses. The ball goes out. It's Elize, Miles, Pickett, Hampshire and Gaines. So it's Edison, who started the game, who is currently on the bench.
Look at this, Jonah. UTRGV's only hit one more three-pointer than the Lions, but they've done that on twice as many attempts.
Hampshire misses the jumper. Gomez the rebound. Cotton. Brankovic. UTRGV keeps its starting five intact to start the second half. Brankovic with the hook shot, rolls off the rim. There's Pickett. Misses. Brankovic the rebound. Washington. Cotton. Comes to the hoop and lays it in.
Corey Cotton with some really nice moves to weave between a couple of defenders. He gets an easy look at the basket. He's now got 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting.
Hampshire. Get that inside looking for Gaines. Goes out. It'll stay with the Lions. 15 on the shot clock. Elise. It's out for Hampshire. Out to Pickett. He gets fouled.
That will go on McGee. It's going to be his first. First of the second half. Gomez out Blake back in now for UTRGV.
Elise for Gaines. Stepped out along the baseline. It's Vaquero's ball. Ball gets thrown away. Southeastern's going to take it right back.
Talked about that pressure from the Lions. They love to get in there defensively and apply that pressure on the inbound, and that's why it works right there. Corey Cotton with a very narrow lane to try to feed that through, ends up tossing it out.
Well, that inbound gets thrown away as Miles ended up on the ground. Let's see what happened there. Let's take a look. He tripped.
On his own feet.
He was the intended receiver. Now it's Vaquero's ball. So without the clock ever starting, the possession changed twice. Brankovic taps it in. Pickett comes underneath, no good but a foul.
That would go on Blake, his first. Second on UTRGV.
Pickett puts it in. It's a 5-point game. Washington for Brankovic. Washington underneath. Bounce for Brankovic. Out of bounds. Stay with the Vaqueros. Cotton for Blake. Shot clock at 5. Washington comes inside and flicks it in. There's Pickett. To the right to Hamschemeyer. Pass is tipped, ends up in Miles' hands. Gets to the corner for Pickett. Throws up with the left hand, rolls around the rim and out, but then is tipped in by Pickett. 5-point game. Washington with a head of steam. Couple of passes and Brankovic is wide open, but he misses the 3 and Gaines gets the rebound. Pickett looking for somewhere to go. Gaines. Hamschemeyer. Gaines loses the handle, gets it back, and gives it to the cutting Elize, who puts it in. It's a one-possession game. Cotton comes underneath, throws it up, gets fouled. He's got free throws when we return. 15:36 to play, 37-34 Vaqueros. This is Southland basketball on ESPN Plus.
The new UTRGV debit card is now available to all Texas Regional Bank customers with a checking account. Open a new account now by visiting your local branch or logging on to goutrgv.com/TRB. Use your UTRGV debit card to buy tickets for UTRGV home games at the box office and get $1 off every ticket. Texas Regional Bank. Bank with the people you know. Peace up.
We're bringing spring to our block and bringing back the season of outside. Call your mama and all your friends. Surfed and twerked and bent. Y'all not gonna come this way. Are you down to seize the day? With Church's AP Shrimp, Surf and Turf, or Fish Sandwich. Hop up on this wave. Wavy don't come breaking up my way.
Discover the ultimate travel experience with thecharterbus.com, the official transportation sponsor of UTRGV Athletics. Our luxurious 40 to 56 passenger buses come equipped with all the comforts you need. Enjoy onboard restrooms, TV, DVD entertainment, power outlets, and Wi-Fi to stay connected on the go. Let us take care of your transportation needs and relax. We know the road. Request your free quote online today at thecharterbus.com.
Back at the UTRGV Fieldhouse, alongside the vested one, Brian Smith. I'm Jonah Goldberg. 15:36 to play. UTRGV has a 37-34 lead. Brian was admiring his vest after I said that.
I think Jada was trying to make sure it was a vest. It wasn't trying to pull a quick one.
Well, it's blending in with your shirt and tie. I mean, you've got this just maroon thing going on today. Not that there's anything wrong with that. As the 3 doesn't go for Hamschemeier. The pants aren't maroon.
They aren't.
So it's fine.
Socks aren't either.
I wasn't going to check. Agua sends it in for Blake, who gets tripped up, loses the ball. And here comes Southeastern.
Coach Fennell can't believe there wasn't a foul called there.
A dunk by Pickett makes it a one-possession game.
Hey, give credit to Pickett there. Vaqueros perhaps a little slow getting back, arguing for a foul call, and he says, well, if you're going to give me a clear lane to the rim, let me rock it.
Foul on the floor there. Take a look at that dunk. Got to the rim before the ball did.
Happens.
Cotton. Agua for Washington. Good look at 3. Got it!
That's a big 3. First one to fall for UTRGV here in the second half.
Pickett. Edison takes the 3. Swish! Big answer.
How's that for a response? Edison had been 0 for 2 from three-point range. That's his first points of the game, and they're big.
And then Edison turns around and fouls Washington in the backcourt. Gomez in, Blake out for UTRGV. Gomez comes underneath, lays it in, and one.
That is a big play for Julian Gomez. Talk about being tough. Heads to the rim, gets contact, and he's still able to finish. Look at the work he's putting in right here. There's plenty of contact there. Eyes closed, teeth gritted, and he finishes at the rim.
Forrest in, Hamschemeier out for Southeastern. Gomez misses the free throw. So a 5-point game. Southeastern brings it in. Pickett gives it to Gaines. Turnaround hook is good. Back to one possession. Washington. Head of steam, throws it up. No. Rebound Edison. Lions can tie it with a 3. Edison takes it. Misses. Rebound Agua.
This is kind of pace that Southeastern wants. Get a little bit frenetic. Let's get into a track meet up and down the hardwood. You see very wisely here, Washington slows it down for a moment for UTRGV.
Cotton forces it up, draws the contact. He's got free throws coming.
Lions foul number 10, Jaden Lawrence. That is his third, team fifth.
It's going to go on Lawrence, his third, fifth.
See, they're kind of all over Con.
And Lawrence has to be careful. Remember, he's the one carrying a technical from the first half. So he can't really even argue these calls if he doesn't like it. Got to kind of temper some of that frustration.
Taking 2 shots, number 4, Corey Cotton.
So Con hits the line for the second time today. Hit his first 2. 2-possession game as Destromo, Wright are in for Agua and Washington. Ricks is waiting to replace Cotton. Shot is good. Here comes Ricks. UTRGV by 5, 46-41. 12:45 to play. Pickett. Ricks's arms seem to be straight up at the end of that play. He gets called for the foul.
Yeah, I think this is a good call. He begins to drop that right hand as he challenges. Take a look right here. So he's there, but then he drops it down to challenge. You got to stay straight up. Tall and strong like an oak tree. When the whippoorwill slips in, you'll get called for the foul.
I don't have any idea what you just said.
Oak trees are tall, strong, don't move. Whippoorwills, they bend, they flex.
Okay.
Little entomology for you.
It's good. It's a one-possession game after those free throws. Right. Give it to Gomez. Comes inside, give it back out to Right for Gomez. Shot clock at 6. Get it in for Destromo. Back out to Right. Thought about it, slips. One on the shot clock, just throws it up wildly, misses the rim. And it is Southeastern basketball on the shot clock violation.
That was a strong 30 seconds of defense by the Lions there. UTRGV and specifically Wright. And Gomez gave them everything they had, dipping and diving. The Lions do not over pursue.
Gaines hands it off for Pickett. To Forrest for 3. No good. Rebound Destromo. Right. Or McGee. Destromo. Ricks coming inside. Layup round and out.
That did everything but fall for Jalen Ricks.
Pickett get into the corner. Open look for Lawrence, who drills the 3. Ties the game at 46.
That gets the Southeastern bench up on their feet. That's a huge basket.
Right as the ball poked away. Steal. There's the bounce to Gaines, the trailer. He dunks it in. Southeastern has the lead. McGee for 3. And the Vaqueros are back on top.
Those were 2 huge possessions. Gaines can fly. You saw it on that dunk.
10:40 to play, 49-48 Vaqueros. This is Southland Basketball on ESPN+. They just had 2 lead changes in a span of 10 seconds. Marvin McGee, the third, gave the Vaqueros a 49-48 lead with that 3. Right before, the steal that led to this dunk by Gaines that gave Southeastern a 48-46 lead and capped off a 7-0 run. Southeastern ball right now as Elize gets fouled. He's got free throws coming.
Well, that'll be the first on Brankovic, 4th on UTRGV.
We had our regularly scheduled media timeout. Let's step aside again. 49-48. This is college basketball on ESPN+. Back at the UTRGV Fieldhouse, where UTRGV has a 49-48 lead over Southeastern with 10:23 to play. Jeremy Elize is at the line, where he's 2 for 2 today. And his first shot is in and out. After a foul by Brankovic right before the break. It's the 4th on UTRGV and the 1st on Brankovic. Second shot is good, ties the game at 49.
I think we're going to get a foul on Corey Cotton after that basket was made.
Fans of Jaden Lawrence in the house. Yeah, you're right. There's a foul on Cotton. So Southeastern gets the basketball. Well, it's already tied, a chance to take the lead. Booker fresh into the game for Elize is actually still out there. Traveling the call. Vaqueros take over. It's Elize, Miles, Forrest, Pickett, and Booker. 0-1-2-3-4 right now for Southeastern. Washington, Brankovic, Cotton, Gomez, McGee. Starting 5 for the Vaqueros. Brankovic lays it in, puts the Vaqueros back on top. Miles directing traffic. Forrest back to Miles for three. Off the iron. Rebound McGee.
Rebound number 8 for McGee. He's already got 16 points, chasing that second double-double of the season.
Gomez gets fouled.
Miles, it'll be his third. He bumps Gomez out right there.
Forrest and Elise out. Hampshire and Gaines are in. Cotton spins to the lane, feeds Gomez. There's McGee, 4-3, short. Rebound Gomez, second chance Vaqueros. Brankovic for Washington. Over the shoulder for Brankovic. Give it out to Washington, good look at a three. Off the back iron, rebound Pickett. Booker throws it to the wing for Pickett. Finds a crowd. Give it to Gaines down the corner. Great look for Miles, but he airballs it. Cotton misses. Rebound. Put back. Yes.
The Lions did a really nice job of cutting Cotton's path to the rim off. Gives himself a little tap off the glass, and the second chance opportunity puts UTRGV up by 4.
Booker to Pickett. Ball comes loose. Cotton throws it in the air. It ends it back in Southeastern's hands. Booker from NBA range. Off the back iron, a rebound McGee. Cotton draws the foul, and he'll have free throws when we return. 7:23 to play, 53-49 Vaqueros. This is Southland basketball on ESPN+. Back at the UTRGV Fieldhouse with Brian Smith, Jonah Goldberg. 7:23 to play, 53-49 Vaqueros, and Corey Cotton at the line for 2 shots. He's already 4 for 4 today. He's having himself a nice game. Misses that one. putting their V's up. Help Khan hit that free throw. 5-point game. Pickett. There's an offensive foul.
Lions foul on number 3, Ethan Pickett, his second, team 8.
Second on Pickett, 8 on the Lions, and you see it here, just drops that shoulder a little bit as he's setting the pick on Gomez.
Washington dumps it off for Brankovic, who puts it in. Put out to the wing. Hemschmeyer can't get it in. Offensive rebound by Gaines, who banks it in. The high arc, it's a 5-point game. Fouls on Pickett. He's got 3 now. 9 on Southeastern.
The line for your Vaqueros taking 2 shots. Number 4, Corey Cotton.
Cotton right back to the line where he's 5 for 6 today. That's the first. 14 points, one of 3 Vaqueros in double figures, along with McGee, who is a double-double, 16 and 10, and Brankovic, who has 10. Pickett and Booker out for Southeastern. Lawrence is in. Miles is in. Seven-point game, 3-possession game. Miles comes underneath, in and out. Battle for the rebound. Lawrence seems to have it. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Vaqueros.
Look at how scrappy these Lions are. No surprise, they have played 6 Southland games where the outcome was within single digits. In fact, 2 of their losses have come by 3 points or less. This is not a team that goes away quietly. They will fight you for all 40 minutes.
Cotton. There's Brankovic. McGee buries the triple. His 5th of the game. And a steal. Here comes McGee again. Misses the layup. No second chance. And then Elize gets fouled underneath. He's got free throws coming.
Vaqueros foul number 10, Marvin McGee, the 3rd. His first team.
McGee's first foul.
Lions number 0, Jeremy.
First negative statistic in his column today. 19 points, 10 rebounds. 10 rebounds, tie a career high. The 5 3-pointers are one off his season high. His career high is 9. He's got a little ways to go there.
That gives his second double-double of the season. Mentioned earlier, he did have a double-double back on November the 8th at Southern Utah. He had 10 rebounds and dropped 30 points. 507 from three-point range in that one.
Yeah, those 30 are his season high. These 19, though, are his second highest in the season. Gomez. Stay with the Vaqueros with 11 on the shot clock, 5:07 game clock. 61-53 Vaqueros. Six on the shot clock, 5. Get it to McGee, gets his man in the air, step back for 3. No good. Elize. The bounce. Vaqueros ball. And a quick steal by Elize, puts it in and one.
He's going to go on Cotton, his 4th, 7th on UTRGV. Elize putting in some work, the steal and the basket.
Ricks is in for Cotton.
The Lions, Gaines is also having himself a career kind of performance. He's tied his season high in rebounds with 11 right now. Did that also back on January 12th against New Orleans.
Elize makes it a 5-point game.
There's that customary press from the Lions.
He's got to get it in. Finds Ricks. Gives it back to McGee. Washington races it up. Works around one defender. It comes back out. Start in the half court. 12 on the shot clock. 11-10. It's a Brankovic, 2 on the shot clock. 1, his shot is blocked. Hampshire. Give it to Lawrence. Back to Hampshire. Comes in, back to Lawrence. He's wide open, and he buries the triple. It's a 1-possession game. Timeout Southeastern will take it with them with 3:57 to play. 61-59. This is Southland basketball on ESPN Plus.
In my Louisiana, sunrise means fresh seafood on the table.
My Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic, from sun up to sundown.
Till sunup again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
Do you enjoy college sports? The athletes, the excitement, the competition? Protect it. Don't lose the excitement of national competition. Don't jeopardize women's sports and Olympic sports. Make sure your favorite athletes continue to enjoy the many important benefits provided to them, and ensure that we preserve and standardize name, image, and likeness rights. Tell Congress to pass the SCORE Act at passthescoreact.com.
Back at the UTRGV Fieldhouse with Brian Smith, I'm Jonah Goldberg. 61-59 Vaqueros with under 4 minutes to play. Well, on the Friday before our home series, UTRGV has a special tradition, and with more on that, here's Data Real.
Guys, for UTRGV on Fridays, it's all about giving back to the community in their favorite event, Fist Bump Friday. That's where the Vaqueros go to local elementary and middle schools, and they help the students get off their vehicles and fist bump them as they're walking into the building and pass out ticket vouchers. This is the second season that UTRGV does this event, and also the 5th time that they've done it this season. And guys, I had to speak to one of the Vaqueros. I spoke to Jalen Washington, and he told me he loves the event. It's his 2nd year doing it as he's a returner, and he told me his favorite part is seeing all the kids' smiles. And it's a super cool thing, getting to wake up early in the morning and get to energize the kids and give them lots of excitement, guys.
Sounds like fun. Thanks, Jada. Washington for Brankovic, puts it in.
Well, it's a game high, 5 assists now for Washington, and that's a big basket. Stretches that lead back out to 2 possessions for UTRGV.
Pickett for Gaines. Jumper, rounded out. Washington turns the corner. Bounce to the corner for Gomez, who misses the 3. Here comes Pickett. Gaines. Elise. 6 on the shot clock. 5, 4, 3, 2. Elise, the fall away, bounces off the rim. McGee gets the rebound. His career high 11. Already up 2 possessions. Vaqueros looking for more. Cotton. Bounce to Washington. Somebody stepped out.
Just had his heel out as he received that one. Got to know where you are on the floor, and that time Jalen Washington just lets himself kind of float a little bit, trying to make sure he's in a position to receive that pass, and ends up with his heel just out.
Southeastern can make it a 1-possession game with a basket here. Gaines. Elise. There's Hamshemeyer, misses the 3. Brankovic gets the rebound. Washington comes underneath. Give it for Cotton, who, that's more than a tie-up. He got thrown to the ground, and Cotton gets to his feet, angry. And Gomez stays with him, walks him away. Now a couple of the officials are talking it over. Let's take a look. Good job of the official immediately getting there before Tempers had a chance to really create something. That's good game management. So all 3 officials are now talking.
I'm going to go take a look at the monitor here and get a good look at the extracurriculars.
Determine what if anything needs to be called there.
Cotton ends up on the floor. I don't think it's because he was thrown down. He was just yanking on the ball, and he actually pulls himself off his feet.
Jump ball, to be black ball, with a dead ball technical foul against 4 white, no reviewing any of the extra.
So it's a jump ball, Southeastern ball, and they have a dead ball technical foul on Corey Cotton, and they are reviewing right now to see if there's anything extra.
As much as Coach Fennell's not going to like that technical on Cotton, I don't think that's a terrible call. We don't know what Cotton says, but he certainly does not look happy as he gets back to his feet.
So they're all wrapped up.
Cotton says something while he's on the ground there, and I don't think it was good play. You see the official standing right on top of him. He's quick to jump out in front of him. As you mentioned, Jonah, that's a great job by the official of demanding that cooler heads prevail in that moment before that escalates.
See, Lawrence was just walking over to one of the attendants. There's a little bit of moisture on the floor, so asking if they could wipe it up while we wait to see if there's anything extra that the officials saw. We saw the same replays they did. We'll see what they've decided. Well, that's actually maybe not true. They have different cameras. Similar replays that
different angles of the same action.
Sometimes different angles show different things. They have our angles, and then they have, I don't remember how many cameras, like 7, give or take. Let's go a plus or minus 2 on that. 7 sounds right. It doesn't matter, they have a lot of cameras. All right, they're coming over to let us know. All right, so they're going to add a technical foul to Elise. So the technicals will cancel out, meaning no free throws. But that also means the end of the night for Cotton.
That was the 5th foul on Cotton.
So he ends with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. And 1 steal. And for Elise, he's now got 4 fouls. It's the 2nd technical today on Southeastern. There was one on Lawrence earlier. Southeastern basketball in a 2-possession game. Lawrence for Elise. Amshameyer. There's Pickett. Out of bounds. Initial call is that Southeastern ball. Marvin McGee is adamant that it was off of a Lion knee, and that should be Vaccaro's ball.
And Coach Fennell is going to trust his player and say, let's take another look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the previous play is under review. They'll be reviewing possession.
Let's take a look ourselves.
That is close. Agua is the one that knocks it loose. Who's the last fingertip to touch it, though?
Well, what McGee was saying is that it hit Pickett's right knee on the way out. And here's the rule on a coach's challenge.
So each team gets 1 challenge. If successful, the team would receive a 2nd and final challenge. They have to use a timeout in order to call for the challenge. They'll get to keep it if the challenge is successful.
2 timeouts left with 1:04 to go. Well, 3, I guess 2:30s in the full. So I think you're confident doing that, and especially just how confident McGee was. I mean, you kind of have to.
That's a big moment.
Yeah.
This is a momentum swinging kind of call. Get her to look right here. So you're looking at Pickett. To my eye quickly, it looks like Agua knocks it loose.
I don't, there's daylight between the ball and the knee, as slow as we're able to slow it down.
I mean, the question for me becomes, I mean, it's clearly Agua that knocks it loose, but as he knocks it loose, is the last touch off the hand of Pickett on the way out? I don't think that grabs the knee.
And that's going to be, that's a hard overturn.
I don't think it gets overturned as tight as that was. Because you need clear and irrefutable evidence that the call on the floor was wrong. And I just don't see it there.
Now they've got the special cameras, 60 frames per second.
You can watch hair on the top of the finger grow as the ball goes out.
Yeah. That's exactly what happens.
They're taking a real good look at this, as they should. This is a huge call in the context of this game.
All right.
Here comes the answer.
And you were right, Brian. It's exactly like you thought. They're going to have to keep the ball with Southeastern based on the video evidence.
Coach Fennell's not upset with that. He claps his hands. He's accepting of it.
Yeah.
I think you have to be in that situation.
So UTRGV's charged a 30-second timeout, so they're down to a 30 and a full. Southeastern's got 2 30s and a full. Southeastern moving quickly, but they miss on the tip. Brankovic gets the rebound and gets fouled. That's on Hamstermeyer, his third. And that's 2 free throws coming for UTRGV as Southeastern is over the limit. This is the first. You know, neither team has scored in a little over 2.5 minutes. For UTRGV, it's 2:36. For Southeastern, it's 3 minutes flat. Brankovic hits that one. Five-point game. Final minute. Lawrence. Pickett. Gets fouled.
It's going to go on Jalen Washington, his second.
Well, it's on the floor, so it's a 1-and-1. So Pickett goes to the line, he's 3 for 4. So he's got to hit the first to get a second.
That's a good call. Washington reaches in and gets arm rather than ball.
If he hits them both, it's a 1-possession game. He hits the first. If he hits the next one, then Southeastern just needs to get a stop, and then they can try and tie it with the shot clock off.
Watch for the press when they make this basket.
He misses. Brankovic gets the rebound. 2-possession game. Washington gets across the timeline. Agua's all alone, and he dunks it.
That is the risk of when you press. You're going to leave somebody open. That time it was Agua down low.
Hamstermeyer! Oh, my goodness! He knocks down a critical 3 and makes it a 1-possession game. The shot clock is off. Timeout, Lions. Wow. That is as big as it comes. They lost Agua. 33 seconds left. The Vaqueros went up 6. And then Hamstermeyer, just 7 seconds later, hits a quick 3, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Lions.
Hamstermeyer had been 0 for 3 from three-point range and was 2 for 10 from the floor before that one. And with daggers, he hits his first 3.
Southeastern's using its full timeout. You might be able to tell, and an opportunity to see what's coming up for UTRGV. They're on the road the next 3. All nearby, Houston Christian University, Texas A&M Corpus Christi, UIW, and then back home February 2nd.
Little Texas 3-step.
Is that a new dance?
We don't 2-step in the Southland, we 3-step.
Blake with 26 flat, gets it into Washington, who gets fouled quickly by Lawrence.
It's going to be number 4 on Lawrence.
Try for the steal, but you can't let too much time come off. And Southeastern goes for the foul. Go with Washington, who's 1 for 2 from the line today. Just one would make it a 2-possession game. There it is. Hampshire in for Pickett, and Blake is out. Agua's in for UTRGV. Of course, in Washington, it's another one. It's a true 2-possession game, and I say that because we've already seen a 4-point play attempt in this game. Now, the free throw didn't end up going, so we haven't seen a 4-point play, but it can happen. A miss there. 24 seconds left. Hampshire. There's Gaines. Back to Hampshire. Not letting him get open. There's the touch by Alize. He banks it in and makes it a 2-point game. About half the clock disappeared, though. 12.4 remaining. Lions use a 30-second timeout. So, now, they need UTRGV to miss a free throw. Simple as that. As you see what's coming up for Southeastern. They're back home for the next two. We have Nichols and McNeese coming to town. And then on the road, back to Texas at Stephen F. Austin at Lamar. They also have HCU at the bottom of their upcoming schedule. And all these games, both teams, always on ESPN+. Take a look.
Alize with the body control. Look at how long he hangs in the air. Able to kiss that off the glass and in.
That made it 67-65. The Vaqueros lead 2. So Southeastern will give themselves 2 or 3 seconds trying to get a steal. And then they got a foul. And if UTRGV misses a free throw, assuming they don't get the steal, of course, they get a steal. 2 ties it, a 3 gives them the lead. If they have to foul, then they hope UTRGV misses a free throw, so 3 can tie it. Blake bounces it in from McGee. 10 seconds. Oh, they got him tied up. But the possession arrow does belong to the Vaqueros. 10 seconds left. So UTRGV holds, but if they were able to get another jump ball like that, Southeastern would take the ball right back. And to that end, UTRGV's calling a timeout.
That's a really good call for UTRGV. Gives you a chance to draw up what you want to do here, specifically how you want to free up either Gomez, Washington, or McGee to receive this pass away from a trapping situation.
Yeah. When we talk about you can't turn it over in these final seconds, you usually think about steals, right? That's what Southeastern's going for, certainly. But a jump ball is just as bad or good, depending on who you're rooting for. So in this moment, UTRGV using their full timeout as they make sure that they're going to hold on to the basketball. And a good opportunity to take a look at what else is going on in the South with 3 games already final. McNeese bounces back with a win over Texas A&M Corpus Christi on the road. Stephen F. Austin beats Nichols on the road. East Texas A&M with a nice win at UIW. They're in the second half. Northwestern State up 3 possessions over Houston Christian University. They've got about 9.5 minutes left there. 10 minutes left in New Orleans. And they got a tight one going on. Well, both teams have exhausted their timeouts. So when I tell you there's 10 seconds left, I kind of mean it. Blake trying to inbound from the sideline. He's able to get it into Gomez. Who gets fouled? 1.5 comes off the clock. So Miles now has 4 fouls.
Well, that worked out pretty well for your UTRGV as well, because you got that into Gomez. He had a head of steam moving the other way, so you couldn't trap him. And you have to foul.
3 of the 5 Lions on the floor have 4 fouls. Elize, Miles, Lawrence, and then Pickett's got 3. And Gomez gets a lucky bounce. 3-point game, and then you have Gaines with no fouls. Agua in for Blake. Hamschemeyer in for Pickett. One more makes it a 2-possession game. He misses. A 3 will tie it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hamschemeyer misses. Rebound, put back, no. And the clock expires. UTRGV beats Southeastern 68-65.